1, 2, 3. By testing 1, 2, 3. So we've got the drivers who are doing the strategies. Again, Vegas, it's having lots of long straights, so which actually means the drivers would be on the high gear most of the time, which also means that higher fuel efficiency. But yeah, here we are with the starting grid. Let me quickly get into the tire information at the moment. So we got Dylan Vance, who is going for the mediums to start. Then we got Dom with the hards. We've got Vicar and Billy with the mediums again. Then Alex Hogg with the hards again. Then the entire grid, right from prep 1 to readouts, are on mediums. So we are looking at drivers who are probably trying to take advantage of the hard tire, or they're expecting the safety car to come in early and probably use the hards again towards the end of the race. But considering that there are 13 drivers, the likelihood of safety car reduces as the number of drivers reduce. But yeah, we'll see how the race progresses and what kind of strides some of these drivers are well. Alright, so Dan confirms that I'm loud and clear, so here we go. We are looking forward to the start of round we're looking forward to the start of round 15 of Division 4 with the division leader not racing, if I'm not wrong. Oh, sorry, my bad. So Vicar, the division leader, is racing, but P2, Billy G, who is his nearest championship contender, is way down in P4. We need to look if he can make enough progress in the first lap. We've got Dylan Vance, who's had a very fast out lap or very fast formation lap. The rest of the cars are forming up as we speak. So the start of Las Vegas is a bit odd because the bottom of the cars are on a slight curve. But here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And lights on, here we go, and Dom doesn't have to seem to get a good start. Dylan Vance gets a very decent start, followed by Dom in P2 and Vicar in P3 in the Ferrari. Seems to be a pretty clean getaway from the entire pack. There seems to be a couple of positions that have been dropped, probably due to the starts, but overall pretty clean start from all the drivers, and it's a pretty clean entry into turn 1. We are here into turn 4, 5. Oh, and Dom hits the wall. He seems to have lost end plate. He seems to have lost the right end plate. This gives a very good chance to Dylan Vance and Vicar to make a position on Dom 9130. Dom 9130 seems to be hanging it at the moment. Vicar right on the gearbox of Dylan Vance. It's the very first lap, so we will not have the DRS at the moment, but drivers will be looking to stay up close with the drivers ahead so that they can take advantage of DRS that's going to get activated in the upcoming lap. Dylan Vance still holding strong with that broken wing. Dylan Vance right now takes the lead on Dom 9130. So it's Dylan Vance who's leading the race into turn 1. Let's have a quick look at the positions lost. Position change into turn 1. So the biggest gainer is Matt G and Redoubts. Redoubts definitely started last in this race, and Gareth started P9, who's gained P8, who's gained 2 positions now. So pretty decent start from the entire pack, and we've got to wait and see how the strategy unfolds. Dylan Vance, with the advantage of the medium tire, seems to have gotten ahead of Dom, but we have to wait and see if we can clear the DRS gap at the moment. Right now it looks at half a second gap. The biggest gap at the moment is between Billy G and Prep 1. So the top 4 are definitely looking good to battle it out throughout the race. And we got Dom, who's again retaking the lead position. Will we keep the lead coming into the start finish corner is something that we have to wait and see. Let me quickly pull the track map so I have a good reference of what corners these are. Okay, nevertheless, so we got Dylan Vance close on the tail of Dom. Let's have a look at the action elsewhere. So Billy G, who actually had his nearest rival, was Prep 1.2 seconds behind, now has Gareth behind him, who is within 1 second. Seems like Gareth has overtaken Prep 1. So Gareth would like to close it up to the DRS within Billy G, but again it's not an easy task because the top 4 cars are in a DRS train. Elsewhere we also got Darren, who's right 2.5 tenths behind Prep 1. So Prep 1 seems to be struggling at the moment. The McLaren car really not having the best of the times. The Aston Martin of Doran and John Mobbs right there trying to have a look. But now we have Vicar, who's 2.5 tenths behind Dom. So I think the top 3, top 4 seems to be getting into a rhythm now. They seem unfavorable at the moment. Let me quickly hide the telemetry because that's something that we don't do. So telemetry off. Here we go. I hope this is a better UI. So wow, the entire pack is so close. We've got an overtake somewhere down. There's a car. Is that Dylan Vance who has spun? He seems to have spun and he has lost. My God, he has lost from the lead to P12 already. So I think that's race done for Dylan Vance unless there's a safety car somewhere that favors his tactics. But that's a very unfortunate spin for Dylan Vance. We unfortunately didn't get to see what really happened. But at the moment, it's Vicar. It's Paul who's leading the race. It's amazing that he's got the move done towards the final half of the straight of the lap. Dom seems to be having a look, but Vicar says not today. Vicar making a phenomenal move into the penultimate corner there and then keeping the lead. Dom trying to use his battery as much as possible. Again, I'm saying this from the back of my mind because I don't have the information from telemetry. But Vicar is now leading the race. This is phenomenal. The championship leader leading the race. What else do you want? With a very clean move. Dom 9130 and Billy G still trying for some moves, still they're having a look, but Vicar is having none of it. We're going to hang on with this top three who seem to have separated from the rest of the pack slightly. Gareth maintaining P4 at the moment with Duran and John Mobs right behind him, but the real action seems to be between the top three at the moment. So here we go. Vicar and Billy G now is making the move. He takes the move on the outside. Billy G, Vicar and Dom go through that corner without any damage. Vicar doesn't have DRS. Billy G does seem to have the advantage. So it's Dom. Is it Dom? Is it Vicar? Both of them are side by side. Vicar gets the inside and he, taking the shorter route, holds the position for P2. This is exciting racing, guys. Let's quickly jump on to the drivers behind, that is Duran, Matt G and John Mobs. John Mobs, I very much... Oh, and there's a McLaren that spun behind. There's a McLaren that has hit the wall. It seems to be Prep 1. Prep 1 is not having his day. Prep 1, who was P2 or P3 at some point, has now really dropped. His car seems to have lost his right hand plate, and it's going to be a tough race for him from here. His teammate Hiller Fox does seem to have a very intact car. Will there be some team orders is yet to be seen. But yeah, overall not so great race for McLaren's. Duran slightly closing the gap at the moment in the Aston Martin, down to 3 seconds, and Dom, Vicar and Billy G fighting it out at the front. Let's see who gets at the top at the moment. Vicar trying on the inside, but Billy G will have the corner. No, he doesn't break late. So Billy G, so Vicar has the corner. He heads into the penultimate corner. This is exciting stuff from the three of them. I mean, I'm really short of my breath, but these guys, the way these guys are racing, keeping it clean, no contact, absolutely phenomenal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the pause. It was really unprofessional of me, but here we go. The top three are still fighting it, and Duran, what a phenomenal race pace he has. From 3 seconds, he's brought the gap down to 1.2 seconds. I really wish for Duran to join the fight at the front. We're going to probably see this in another 3-4 laps. So Vicar leading the race, followed by Billy G. Billy G, who seems to be coming into the pits. Dom with his hearts can continue. He can continue longer than expected. Then we got John Mobbs in P3 and Duran in P4. I think the moment Duran gets the move done on John Mobbs, I think we will see Duran fighting for the win. Oh my god, this game, as I speak, the gaps have got bigger. I don't know who is holding up whom, but Duran seems to be on the run. He is my personal favorite. He's a very nice lad, and yeah, I really hope he gets the move done on John Mobbs. .7 seconds the gap behind gap between Billy G and Dom, and you know what, this division is really puzzling me. Every time I tell the gaps keep getting lower. It seems like Dom has done a mistake, and the entire pack behind seems to have taken good advantage of it. So at the moment, John Mobbs P2, but he's got a good amount of cars behind him. The rest of them seems to be continuing on without pitting. Let's take a quick look at pit stops. Why is this weird? Okay, so stop information not so accurate. We'll leave it to penalties. But yeah, Duran, as expected, has now jumped on to P2. It's Aston Martin 1-2 at the moment. We will quickly change to the tire info. So both the Aston Martins on 9-lap old mediums, followed by P3, the Mercedes of Dom. Then we've got P4 of Alex Hawk, P5 of Silver Fox in the McLaren, P6 of Vicar, who is in a 1-lap hold hard. So he's going to get the advantage. In fact, he's gone for the undercut on the 5 cars ahead. And judging by the time, it's usually a 15-20 second pit stop. Any of these guys ahead pit, it's advantage Vicar. So I don't see anybody else winning tonight apart from Vicar. Knight Creed seems to be making some moves over here. He's got John Mobbs at the front, but again he's fighting him on 9-lap old mediums who are on the verge of their life. They probably got another 2 or 3 laps in them. So when is Knight Creed going to pit? That's the big question. So the top 4, the top 3, Billy G, Duran, they all pitted. It's a double pit stop for Aston Martin, or did I get it wrong? Where is the second Aston? So yeah, it seems like Billy G was the Aston Martin ahead and Duran was the car behind, and he seems to have lost some time over here in the pit stops. That's the reason why you see that the first Aston Martin is in P4 but the second is in P9. I think there's a good 4 to 5 seconds lost in the pit stop. I really wish I was following them when they were in the pits. But yeah, I think pitting right behind his teammate was really not the best choice. He could have probably gave it one more lap and then pitted, but it is what it is. And Duran now in fresh hearts, fighting for P9. He's got uphill task at the moment. I mean, both Alex Hogg and Dom are on hards, and so is Knight Creed. So he can probably make 3 positions at the moment, considering the gaps between all the drivers. The biggest gap between Vicar and Dom. But yeah, I think Duran is going to be a contention for podium. Uh, Not just because he's my favorite, but he's got the pace, and he's got a strategy to do it. So once all the cars do their formality first pit stops, we will see how it's really unfolding. The good part is that this particular race really didn't see a safety car yet, so it's probably going to be the first of its kind that SFR race at Vegas didn't see a safety car. Two-star Giant, Night Creed, really struggling at the moment. Two-star Ja getting into the pits, putting on a pair of hards. So is Night Creed. Dylan Vance, like we spoke, had a really unfortunate incident. We really don't know what really unfolded for his positions to drop, but yeah, he really seemed to have good pace at the front. But once you're at the back, you really got to deal with dirty air, and unless your setup is suited for that, you're really not gonna get through the pack. Having said that, no real fights at the moment except for Prep 1 and Doran. Prep 1 seems to be making the move on dot dates. He has a look but refrains. Doran gets on the inside. It looked like... Does Doran have a wing damage? Oh yes, he doesn't have his end plate on the left. So Doran is having a performance degradation, and he's going to pit for a change of wing, which will also lead to a change of tires. I hope he has chosen the right strategy over here. With 12 laps remaining and the kind of gaps that these drivers possess, a safety car seems very unlikely, and most likely at this point we are going to see drivers finish more or less in the same order, except for the top two who are Dom and Alex Hogg, because they are on mediums and they need to pit sooner or later. And I think around Vegas, if you are doing the opposite strategy, I think the mediums could do at most 9 or 10 laps. So we should see them coming in the next 2 or 3 laps. In the meantime, let's get behind John Mobbs, who's right behind Billy G. Billy G seems to hold his position. 7/10 now. John Mobbs doesn't have DRS at the moment, but if he can stay in this slipstream, he will have DRS come turn 3. Readout setting the first lap of the race with a 134.473. We'll also have a look at Redout, who's trying to make a move on Prep 1. He seems to get the move done on the outside. A bit of taps with the McLaren and the Haas, but Redout gets the move done. Redout now moves to P8 from P9. We've got Dylan Vance, who's on the back of these three. So Dylan Vance will have plenty of pace. I hope so, because he was more or less leading the race at one point. Let's quickly jump to John Mobs, who gets the move done on Billy G. I'm getting hiccups. I'll be right back. I apologize for the break, but here we are. Vika leading the race with 6 seconds ahead. Who is this car? Yeah, so Vika is pretty clear ahead. I think he's got his strategy right, he's got the right pace. Billy G, who's right 2 tenths behind John Mobb, is trying to make a move. Let's see how the move unfolds coming into the DRS sprint. The field is pretty evenly spread out with Dylan Vance trying to entertain us a bit at the moment. Billy G was 10 turns behind, still can get the move done on John Mobb. So it seems like a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment, unless Billy G can split the two Ferraris. The leading Ferrari is 6 seconds behind, so at some point John Mobb seems to be susceptible with the DRS. We've got 4 laps left, 5 laps left in fact, so let's see how it unfolds. At the back, Readout seems to be right on the gearbox of Dylan Vance. Dylan Vance in the Racing Bulls. A slight bit of oversteer for Readout, but he keeps it handy. Billy G right on the back of P2 of John Mobb. He's trying hard to get in the DRS. He's getting a slipstream now. Doesn't seem to be deploying DRS because the wing seems to. Now he seems to be doing it. The DRS zone seems to be a bit far into the corner. Billy G is going to have another go on John Mobb at the moment. Can he get the move done into turn 1? No DRS at the moment, but he tries to have a look but tucks in behind. He doesn't have a left hand plate, so that might be slightly hampering his corner performance. But here is having one more DRS on John Mobb. John Mobb's holding his ground strong with the Aston Martin behind. I mean, John Mobb has got phenomenal pace at this point of time. 12 laps hold hard against 11 laps hold hard. Billy G is getting slightly restless at the moment. He's right on the tail of John Mobb's. And at the back we got Dylan Vance, who's right on the tail of Readout. Can Dylan Vance get the move done? He's on 15 lap hold hard, so his tires will not be having the best of performance at the moment. Can he get the move done? He doesn't have DRS open. This is the part of the track where you really don't get DRS. So Billy G having one more go on John Mobb. I really gotta give it to John Mobb, to be honest. The kind of pace he's carrying and his racecraft to really hold Billy G behind, it's phenomenal. Billy G has a move on the inside. Can he get the move done? No, he doesn't. He backs off, and John Mobb still stays ahead. This is phenomenal racing from John Mobb. I mean, of course, he's got both his end plates intact, so which means he's got better corner performance from Billy G. But Billy G on the other hand seems to have slightly better pace, but Healy with the end plate loss doesn't seem to be getting close enough to John Mobbs to make the overtake done. Now at the back of this is Alex Hogg. Now let's have a quick look at the penalties that drivers have. So Billy G has a 3-second time penalty, which means Alex Hogg would eventually inherit the podium. In fact, John Mobbs could actually let go Billy G and still end up P2. Billy G now gets overtaken by Alex Hogg. Was that a tactical move? Was that a move so that Billy G can have the DRS? No, it doesn't. Alex Hogg stays ahead. So with one more lap to go, in fact with 2 more laps to go, at the moment it seems like it's a Ferrari 1-2. They seems to be consolidating it. John Mobbs have successfully put Alex Hogg behind in DRS. So if there's going to be any fight, it's only going to be between Billy G and Alex Hogg for P3. So the penultimate lap, so the final lap is yet to start. Gareth somehow has a 10-second time penalty. I hope he appeals that. I'm sure it must be from the game glitch. But Billy G over here with the penultimate lap, he's stuck again right behind Alex Hogg. Can he get the move done into turn 1? No, he seems to be falling short of pace over here. With the final lap started from Vicar and his teammate John Mobbs has already broken the DRS. And Billy G makes a move on the inside on Alex Hogg for P3, but Billy G has got a 3-second time penalty. So we got to see how costly it turns. By the looks of it, the way it stands at the moment, Billy G would probably end up in P4 and Alex Hogg in P3. But we'll see and try to get a conclusion on this battle. Billy G on 14 lap hold hard, whereas Alex Hogg is on 9 lap hold medium. So here we go with SFR Vicar. He's coming down the main line. He's coming down the start finish straight. He is winning the race. What a phenomenal race he's had. And then followed by his teammate John Mobbs in P2. Alex Hogg gets P3 due to the penalty from Billy G, who finishes in P4. Then we've got Dom, who finishes in P5. Then we've got Silver Fox in P6, who's yet to come across the start finish straight. Then we got Redoubt, who's with the time penalty finishes P7. Dylan Vance P8. He could have really competed for the top 3 or top 2 if not for the damage that he had. And then we've got Gareth, who's finishing P9, Duran P10, Nitrate P11, and Toja Star F1 finishing P12. Our non-finisher for the race is OWR Prep 1. I don't know if that's how Paul looks in real life, but yeah, we all got our avatars, so it is what it is. So the final finish for the race is Vicar P1, John Mobs P2, Alex Hogg P3, Billy G P4, Dom 9130 P5, OWR Silver Fox P6, P7 Redouts, P8 Dylan Vance, P9 SFR Matt G, P10 SFR Doran, P11 Night Creed 11, P12 2 Star JF1, and P13 is Prep 1.